No, but for real though, you guys, if there's one thing you guys should steal from BakuBlox, that would be the AK. Killing
Oh, we already
NPCs.
have a Glock.
Stop flying. What is going on, guys? Klepto here, and before this video starts, I just wanted to take some time and say big thank you to Spark Addict, Chase, as well as Amelia for hopping on this interview. Now, none of them had to do this. They did it off their free will, and I really respect that they wanted to get their views across. These are chill people. If you want to support them, I'll leave a link to both respective discords. At the end of the day, you can form your own opinion based off of what you hear in this video. The devs of Bloxugan and the head developer of BakuBlox. Once again, a big thank you to both of these parties, and yeah, support them. Let me just start off by saying anything that you guys say that you don't want included in the video, I'll cut out. You're feel free to say anything you want. I'm not gonna talk back about it. I mean, obviously, if I know some information, I'll let you know, but I most likely won't, as I haven't been here over the duration of all this stuff going on. I've been in the military, so I have no idea. This is I'm just a third party, basically.
Hmm.
I just want to get all of it out, and yeah, I mean, my community needs to know how shit stuff has gone to. So, do you guys want to start off, or do you want me to come with some questions?
Just start with some questions and we can probably go off that.
What was the drama recently about? Like, what is the reason the drama like 2 days ago started?
It was something that I brought up in my announcements channel. When Julius first met us, he kind of didn't greet us too kindly. He came into our server specifically to advertise and gain clout on his own game. And then when we took it down and enforced our rules because advertisement isn't allowed, he started, clowning on DT, essentially, our scripter at the time and current. And that kind of stuck with us. And we didn't mention it for a while because, we were going to give him a chance to prove himself or redeem himself. And just over the time since that happened, he's kind of destroyed his own image. I didn't need to say anything. He destroyed his own image. And when they finally went on hiatus, I decided that if I sent out what he said, it could not damage his reputation any more than he already has. So I went ahead and I shared it. I shared the disrespect that we were met with when Julius came to us. And I wasn't going to mention any more than that, obviously, in the first announcement I made. It was purely about his attitude towards us. I didn't mention any of the copying because I didn't find it required or anything. I didn't want to point that out. I just wanted him held accountable for that. And that's kind of where it just jumped off.
Right. So I got another question on top of that, if you don't mind me asking. What do you classify as advertisement? Because I've seen a lot of opinions, different opinions, especially Julius's opinion. He thinks advertising is when you actually tell people hop on my game, in which other people think of it as if you post something that is yours, that is advertisement. What do you think is advertisement?
I personally didn't see the advertisement. I know DT, our scripter, saw it. And from what I've been told, he was talking about his game. He left a link to his server. He was just working up BakuBlox in general.
Okay, yeah, that's advertisement.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that literally answers that question. So, next question. How long has your game been in development for?
That's a bit of a tough question.
Because according to Julius, your game has been in development for multiple years, and the things that he's done, he did in less than 2 weeks or something like that. I saw a message about that.
Yeah. Technically, our game idea started about 4 years ago. Maybe 5 now. I don't know. In 2020, we started the Bakugan game, and our main scripter kind of just ghosted all of a sudden. And for about 2 or 3 years, we struggled to find a scripter. We could not find a scripter whatsoever. And just last year, Detective DT just came to us and he was like, yeah, no, I'd love to work on your game and help you out. And since last year is when we actually started redeveloping the game. And even technically, we released our alpha December 6th. And since then, we have essentially recreated the entire game. It was in our a revamp update where I had to redo all the models, redo the skeletons, which required new animations, and he completely rescripted the battle system. So technically, our game has only really been in ongoing development for maybe a year. The rest of that was mostly hiatus.
How long have you guys known Julius for in that entire span of 4 years, 4 to 5 years in development?
When he DM'd us or DMDT.
I'll reply to a message I already sent in this group chat. You can see the very first image is the first time DT and Julius had a conversation, and that's the exact date that we met him.
That's the exact day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you partner with BakuBlox?
That's all you, Chase.
So at first it was the idea of keep the peace. I see no reason why all these games, all the Bakugan games, couldn't get along, but with Julius's actions, I can't say we can get along with him. His game and community, I feel like we could, but him, we can't. Plus, eventually he deleted his partner channel, and after all of that, I was ready to remove partnership anyways, and after that, I just removed his partnership. Just because he already removed ours before, he didn't even let us know, he just deleted it.
Crazy. When was the first instance of stealing that you noticed?
Oh, jeez. We weren't like too concerned about his game for a little while. We kind of just caught on eventually. It was
the cell shading thing.
Was it?
Yeah, I want to say the first time was when he put out a poll asking should his models be cell shaded or not, and that's directly after we put out
Okay,
our
yeah,
first model of
I'll
our
give you
cell
that.
shading.
Yeah, 100%. That is pretty sus. Yeah, for sure.
I'll also reply to that one. That poll is no longer existent. A lot of the examples that we would have had were already kind of deleted. I imagine he's deleted and hidden all these things to kind of cover his own ass about it. So it's mostly he said, she said, or my word against his because he's deleted these things.
Have you guys ever interacted with Julius in a VC?
I've never heard his voice
No.
anywhere.
No, I can't say that we have.
Okay, you've only interacted with him in DMs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he doesn't hop in VC with anybody. I mean, from what I'm gathering, you're trying to, but he doesn't want to.
I said no yesterday.
Yeah. See, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
All right. Well, have you guys talked to Julius in DMs before this drama?
Me personally, no. You can see in my announcements in Bloxugan and also in this group chat, the first interaction I had with him was responding to the message he sent after I made the first announcement, and then he blocked me immediately after.
And for me, I have had conversations with him, and at first they were tame, but there was always some kind of attitude. Like at first, the first time I talked to him was about the partnership, I guess. And then eventually I talked to him about the whole Ebby situation where the doxing and everything. And then after that is when he put out an announcement saying he's investing another $1,000 into the game.
Which game?
Into BakuBlox. So he put out an announcement saying he's putting another 1,000. I'm like, dude, why? I'm like, you gotta be smart with your money, you know? Like, but hey, it's his money. He didn't get it from the Patreon, that's what he claimed. But he said he's only gotten $600 from his Patreon. So
okay, should have had Ebby in there to confirm that. I'm playing.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on BakuBlox's team?
I have no issues with them. I do feel like they're trying to take all the force, and Julius isn't trying to take responsibility at all. Like, his new developer Amelia here, he's over here taking like the full blunt. Sorry guys, it's but Julius is over there playing the victim game, and so he's letting his devs take the fall, which is crazy because as the owner of a project and the project lead, it is your responsibility. He shouldn't be letting his scripter here take any force of the blunt, like he should man up, I guess you could say. Be responsible. Grow up.
I honestly, I don't know how he treats his dev. From the past examples, I don't think he talks very much with them. Honestly, Amelia, you can tell me wrong if I am. The scripter Iroh didn't even really know that there were ability cards in the game, which I feel like should have been discussed beforehand. you typically have a conversation with your developers about what to expect and what they're actually doing. And Iroh just had no idea that ability cards were such a big part of the game. And then when Iroh eventually ended up leaving, I don't know if he was fired or if he left. He kind of called him a scammer and then asked for $400 from the community to rehire Iroh to finish the game. So it's a bit conflicting calling someone a scammer, but then willing to rehire them if your community pays $400. There have been so many developers that have come and gone. I don't really know what it's like on the other side.
Did you guys get invited to a group that Amelia created?
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Amelia approached me asking if we'd like to join a group. And at first I said no, because I didn't think it was stated as a way to make amends and apologies. And I think at this point we're kind of past that. We don't really want to make amends. I think we're done just with BakuBlox copying our ideas. And with all respect, I don't want Amelia apologizing on behalf of Julius. I really want Julius to come forward and take accountability on his own. So we did say no initially.
Well, apparently Julius will be making a video, so you have no worries there.
Oh, interesting.
But I don't know which one's coming first. The one that's about to debunk my stuff or the apology. We'll see. We'll see.
I want to say there is no apology video. I really think he's just about to come for your throat. That's just not gonna.
I mean,
come
fair
back in your
play.
face.
Fair play.
Fair
If he
play.
does. What do you guys think of Julius's behavior? Recently, I've noticed he's closing his DMs a lot. So I told him, could you unblock me? And he said he's never blocked me. He's just had his DMs closed. And in my opinion, if you've had your DMs closed for half a year, how are you operating? How is this shit going? I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't think he's operating at all.
I'd call him childish. Very childish with the way that he responded to DT taking his advertisement down. The way that he reacted to me putting up that post, because he called me a bunch of things. He called me an idiot, a retard, essentially a monkey.
I told her she's special.
Yeah, told me I was special.
But not in a good way.
And he bans people for criticism. Like, obviously, you should be able to take criticism. But he does it when people say outside of the Discord, which I think is absolutely childish.
For sure.
Yeah, we've had several people say they were threatened to be banned because of, them expressing their opinion in a different Discord too. Like they would talk in the Baku project.
Oh
Discord.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know some of those people. Okay, this is mainly a question for you, Chase. But I mean anyone can answer, right? So you and I both talked about Julius in the past. If you look at our DMs, we've literally talked about this before. About how he does things and how he reacts to people. So, do you think he's any different from back then? Which was like what, a year ago?
No, I can't say any of that has changed.
So it's like, you know how it's like when a new year starts, new year, new me. This guy's been going on the same same train for 2 years.
Yeah, he's been on the same tracks. Like he hasn't shifted at all. I mean, like if anything, I'd say it's a little worse, just because at one point he claimed he had game managing experience, but here he is claiming he doesn't. So how are you going to claim you have experience in managing a game, but then all of a sudden this is his first project? Oh, I don't know how to manage it. It's all stressful.
Right.
And if you think about it, if it's kind of like good karma, you treat people right, you get the right help. Like with DT, he came to us and we're all friends now and we all get along. And for the longest time, he didn't even want payment. Same with Alun. Alun doesn't want payment, but we're forcing payment upon both of them. Like, look, this is a project we're all a part of. Everybody's going to get paid.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, everybody on our team has basically been like, what's it called? Volunteers. And Julius is even hiring people and they're quitting on him.
Well, yeah, that goes to show a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
No,
okay.
He hasn't changed a bit.
So, even though, like, let's say, I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, right? Let's just say, Julius steals a lot of your stuff, right? Let's say that. What are your actions gonna be to stop this? Because obviously you can't stop it. You literally can't, even if you wanted to. He can, even if you ban his mods, all of his community members. If you ban him, it doesn't really matter. He can just make an alt account on Discord. Or if if he hops in your game, he could just look at everything that you have. There's literally nothing stopping him from joining the game. Will you do anything, or will you just let it go and just outshine the game? Because technically, you guys got more community members than BakuBlox anyway. So does it really matter?
My plan for all this was exactly what we're doing now. The reason I shared the screenshots was I didn't see his game picking up. A lot of his community gave up on him and he went on hiatus. So I finally decided to share the truth, and hopefully people can, make their own decision based on that if they're going to continue supporting him, because there's no way to stop him from stealing ideas. He'll either get an alt or get intel or whatever else to find ideas from our game. So the only thing that we can really do is just let the community know about it. He's doing these things. There's nothing we can do to stop it, and it's up to their own decision if they want to continue supporting him through it.
Right. Now, shit. BakuBlox has a very loyal fan base of a couple of people. I know some of them, and I don't understand what is happening over there with that mindset, but I'm talking about you, Sapphire. All right. Amelia, I got some questions for you. My man. So, is Amelia here?
Well, first of
Oh, hey.
all, my English is not my first language. My first language is Spanish. So,
Of course, no problem.
yeah, got questions. You got.
All right. How is it working for Julius?
To be honest, it's really fun. I mean, the guy is not toxic. He doesn't like put up a lot of pressure on me or anything like that. He's like another friend.
Okay. So, do you
And to be
guys?
honest, that's an issue too. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, like, that's an issue too because he's too chill, like with any other developer. I Spartanic mentioned Hyro, right? So Hyro, he was just a dick, bro. Like he promised a date, then he just said, "Nah, it's not ready yet." Then Julius had to take the blow. Julius, about the thing that he didn't knew about ability cards, he did. Like there is another server about BakuBlox gameplay. Like there are a lot of things listed there: ability cards, character cards, gate cards, a lot of things. And Gyro, he saw all that, and still he didn't knew anything. Like he said, yeah, I got it. And no, he didn't understand anything. So he just made false promises. Julius believed it because he's really chill to his developers. So Julius just took the blame.
Yeah, well, it definitely looks like he's very chill
sorry,
to his
yeah.
developers. No, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys communicate a lot? Do you guys go back and forth in the DMs or in the dev chat?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, bet. So you mentioned Julius went through some stuff. Do you have any examples of what he's gone through?
Like, yeah. So, nah, I don't wanna use his messages. I don't know if he really wants that. So I will just read them. Alright, so Julius has been wasting a lot of money on this game. I agree with that 100%. He should not be wasting so much money. But like I said again, he's too nice to his developers. Like he can stresses a lot about money, but he can say no to a developer that is asking for pay. Like we got this animator, right? This animator. He was making the finishers. He took like a week. He didn't make them right. We asked him to change them. So he said, "Yeah, right. In a day or two, I will have them." 1 week passed. 2 weeks passed. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And still, he was getting paid, and still nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, that I was that added to the stress Julius was going through. Also, he was really he's a very emotional person, right? He can take criticisms. So that also took a blow on him. Yeah.
All right. I mean, yeah, shit. So would you say that animator was a big part of the reason why some promises weren't kept?
Yeah, like what recent promises, like the ones that he made after I joined. The ones he made before I joined, I don't know what it is spelled. Like before I enter the developer team, the promises he made before that, he made them because of Hyro, and Hyro was also the one that broke up those promises.
Yep. Okay. So, do you think BakuBlox is at fault for this?
BakuBlox. I'm sorry. What? Repeat that for please.
Do you think BakuBlox is at fault for the drama that's recently happened and all these false promises?
I will blame Julius, right? Julius and Jairo. I will blame them both. Julius because he should not make promises like just like that, just believing on someone else. He needs to see proof before anything else, but he didn't. And I blame Jairo because he was the one that just keeps saying yes, yes, I understand, and didn't knew anything about Bakugan. So right. Like I needed, like once I entered the team, I needed to change a lot of things because a lot of things were wrong. I didn't know anything about Bakugan. Like the game was there was no development scripting wise. I'm sorry if you can understand me. My English is really bad.
No, I understand what you're saying. You're good. Okay, but is there anything you would like to say to the Bloxugan community or the BakuBlox community regarding this situation?
I really appreciate their support. Right, this game has been through a lot. Your owner he's not bad. He's just emotional. He doesn't know how to manage himself. So he also I need to apologize to Bloxugan because I can understand he may have copied some ideas. It's pretty obvious in some parts. So yeah, I have to apologize. So yeah, thanks for the support. We will keep working on the game, and we are sorry for everything that has happened. Julius really cares about the game. He just doesn't. He's a very prideful person.
Do you think you'll get the game on the right tracks? And do you think you'll get Julius to shape up?
Like I'm trying, but he just keeps getting emotional over things. He doesn't take a more logical approach to criticisms or anything like that. But I'm trying to get this game back on track.
I know you're trying because before we made this call, I saw you release some sneak peeks, and I'm not gonna lie, that shit looked good. Now I hope you guys can release a full battle because that looked fun. So that's my earnest plea. Just release a battle video, and half your community will be happy. Okay. With that, what's next for BakuBlox? Right? What's next?
All right, so after the gameplay video, we plan on developing more things about the RPG mechanics. Yeah, RPG. So we plan to make something like Pokemon, like adventures, things like that. Because Bloxugan battles are near perfect, So we want to have something of your own to stand out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You shouldn't have said that because now they're gonna steal that idea, right, guys?
Yeah,
It's gonna be
because
fair, it's gonna be
everything else
fair.
we've stolen, huh?
All right. I would. Okay, I'm not taking that. I'm playing. Okay, so like an RPG function where you can go around like in Pokemon, and then okay, interesting. Now that you're gonna have to show some sneaks about that.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
we plan on doing that right after the gameplay.
All right. Oh, so you're confirming gameplay?
Like we also, yeah.
Well, shit. All right.
Is he gonna share screens right now and show us?
Not really, no, I mean,
No, no, no,
repeat
no.
that, please. I didn't.
Imagine.
I would like to say I do appreciate you trying to make amends and apologize. I really wish it was from Julius.
I don't think it's your place to apologize for BakuBlox. Again, back to me saying it's Julius's project. He should be the one apologizing.
Well, I was going to continue. Emotional distress does not really excuse the way that he's treated people. Like you could be going through some stressful times, but it gives you no excuse to call someone an idiot or a retard for calling out their past behavior because you're under the impression that your actions won't have consequences. Because that's all that announcement was. Is he thought he could talk to our scripter in a certain way and then think that it wouldn't have bitten him back in the ass later. So I
Yeah, I
don't
agree with
think with all the emotional distress he's going through, he should be the one leading the team. He's proven again and again that he isn't really a team leader or does not have the experience to back it up. So
Yeah.
you know, at that point you might consider someone else being in the lead.
Yeah, I agree with that. Julius is not someone that's supposed to lead because one, he doesn't got experience. Two, he's very emotional, and yeah, he should not have treated any of you like that.
I find it a little unbelievable that he came off hiatus not because of his community, that he felt like he owed something to all of his Patreons. He only came off hiatus in spite of what I said. There is proof of him saying that in this group chat where Peachy and him had a conversation that I pissed him off, so he decided to go off hiatus and work on the project again.
All right.
Yeah, like how do I say this? Let me see with my bad English. How do I say it so you understand? Let me see. So the reason for the hiatus was because of the previous animator, right? The one I say we had issues with. Like he didn't deliver on time. There was delays. Julius he didn't even got mad. He got I was I don't. So yeah, the head of animator. He didn't deliver on time. Blah blah blah. So he came out of it, yeah, because he's a very predictable person. He doesn't like to stay back, say
Mhm.
things. My English very bad.
It's all good. It's just hard to believe that like I've definitely run into bumps with developers, all those scripters. We had a 3-year hiatus, obviously I was doing other things. I work full time on a Roblox job now. So we put our game on hold for quite a while. And I know it's hard to look for developers, but it really doesn't seem like he's being transparent with his community, and especially with the way that he steals assets and ideas. He is very manipulative of his whole community. He stole assets from the Wii game. And I know Baku Project also does the same thing, but we're specifically talking about Julius because he confronted us. He tried to resell skins for these Bakugan that are just retextures. So he has half the work to do because he doesn't make original models, and yet he tries to resell ideas and copied ideas, even if the ideas aren't from us. Obviously, he's copied a lot from us, but he's copied a ton from the Wii game. Like, I don't really see any original ideas or creativeness.
Yeah, Julius really he likes to take inspiration on things. He did steal the models from the Wii game, right? He might also steal some ideas. No, not mine. He does. Let's be honest. He tells me he doesn't, but I think we all know he does. So yeah, I don't agree with that either. I really want to make all the models from scratch, like to make things right from the beginning. But until then, until we release the game, we should just stick with the ones we have right now. But yeah, I agree with you.
All right. So I got a question. I got a question to all of you. So Chase, I'll start with you. What do you guys consider over there at Bloxugan? What do you guys consider a gameplay video?
What I consider a gameplay video is them like from start to finish. They start the battle and then they go through the whole battle. Like no cuts or anything. It's just let everybody see all wide open what you have,
Okay. Amelia, what do you see a gameplay video being?
So like Shay said, a battle from start to beginning. That's what a gameplay video is.
All right.
So we have been, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I saw a mention. I saw a mention from BakuBlox saying a gameplay video has been released on the Patreon. Now I was very tempted to buy the Patreon just to see this gameplay video, but I saw that it was a gameplay video of finishers. So I don't think that's a gameplay video. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it. But yeah. All right. Spark, what do you think is a gameplay video?
I consider a gameplay video the same way that a player would experience the game as soon as they join. So just raw footage of the game actually working. Nothing in studio. It's as if a random player would join the game, and that's how you should be framing the whole video.
Right, and you guys are devs. Obviously, how does things in studio look the same as in the actual game, or what? Like, is there any difference?
Yes
So-
and no. Go ahead, Chase.
The way it works is it's basically the same game, but sometimes things break when you actually play the normal game versus in studio they do have a button where you can do a local test with more than one character, which you've seen where Julius switches between player 1 and player 2. And then there's also a team test where if I were to go in studio and hit team test and DT also hit team test, we would play the game together while in studio.
And there's other parts of it as well. In studio, you can directly jump to different places within that game. So in our game, Bloxugan, you load into the lobby, and when you go to battle someone, it will send you to a different place. In studio, you can play directly from that place. You can enable and disable scripts. You can do the same thing with UI. So you can definitely change how gameplay looks in studio rather than the player view. So it, you basically choose how you want the game to run from studio.
Okay. So I think I'm seeing it. So, but it can be faked, right? So if I see like
Yes.
a Juggernaut standing on a card and the card activates, that doesn't necessarily mean could that, for example, be like you pressing a keybind and the gate card just opens with an anime? Okay, so it can be faked, as I thought.
In our recent sneaks, you can see we just made ability cards. I just finished the art for them. We're simply pressing the Y button that opens them. So technically you can fake anything. If you have Juggernaut playing an animation on a card, it doesn't necessarily mean that a battle is happening. It could just be that someone pressed the U button and that U button plays the animation.
Okay, right. And another thing that I just want to clarify with Amelia, right? So as a dev, is this picture real? I need to know. Can you get an AK in BakuBlox?
I hope. But no, I am not sure. I have never seen a K on the place.
Fuck. All right. Well, that would be fucking cool. All right. Well, that's literally all I have. Unless you guys got anything else you want to get off your chest. No. All right.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
I don't think so. I just want to say that I want Julius to take accountability for everything that I've claimed. I didn't want to push this as much as I did. I simply wanted to call out his insults in the DMs. And he kind of responded to me in a rude way and then continued to release the sneak of the battle UI, the half cut off attribute wheel, which was a direct copy from the way that we did our game. So it was kind of like a spit in the face. And I really just want people to know that he is doing this on purpose. There is no doubt about it. There is proof that he is copied from us and other games. And I don't want to say that people shouldn't support him, but I just want people to see the real him and decide on their own.
No, I think Julius has my channel not interested, so he won't see this video. But if he did see it, is there anything you would want to say to him? Or is it just that?
Just that from me.
All right. Sweet. Nothing more from you, Chase?
No. If I were to say something,
All right. Amelia, you good? Nothing you want to add?
I'm fine.
You won't get fired from this video, will you?
I hope not.
Okay. Mighty hasn't been fired, right?
That's crazy.
Wait, maybe he has. Well, I'll find out.
Mod.
I'll find out. We happy?
Neat.
I need a burrito.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Nice talk, fellas.
All right.
Yep.
Nice talking to you all.
Bye.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you for inviting us.
All right. With that out of the way and, sorted out, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Also, if you made it to the end of this video, comment down below bird noises. Let's be honest, that was funny. I love that interview. That's probably one of the funniest interviews I've ever done because I could not stop laughing. You guys just didn't hear it because I either muted my mic or, I cut it out. So, hey, but I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.